Okay, I'd like to, call the meeting to order and pledge of the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Attendance, roll call, please.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean? Here. Board Member Kimball?
Here.
Board Member Larkin advised that she would arrive late to the meeting. And Chairman Sirianni.
Here. Any presentations?
Not for this evening, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Any letters and communications?
None.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
Public comments?
I'm sorry. Any public comments?
Mr. Chairman, there are no individuals signed up to be public commenters.
Thank you. I'd like to get a motion to, accept all the prior minutes of the past meetings.
Motion to accept the meeting minutes on the agenda for January 27th, February 17th, March 5th, March 6th, March 10th.
Is there a second?
Second.
Renee, roll call?
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean?
Yes.
Board Member Kimball?
Yes.
Board Member Larkin is not present. Chairman Sirianni.
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you. Executive Director, General Counsel, Sean Costello.
Mr. Chairman, one item I would like to touch on to advise the board and to make sure that it's known by the public is that we will be returning to the prior practice of terminating service for delinquent accounts. Since 2019, the last time that there was a full service termination program or shut-off program, the amount of unpaid bills transferred to property taxes has risen from 1.2 million in 2019 to 3.5 million in 2024. Therefore, after consultation with internal staff, we're going to return to that program that was on hiatus for several years as a result of the COVID pandemic. And second, under my place on the agenda are personnel items. Those are at page 15 of the agenda packet. There is just one item requesting the board's approval for a collection and distribution team trainee in the outside maintenance department.
Do you need a motion for that?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Move it.
Renee first,
Second.
Jim second. Any discussion on it? Roll call.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean?
Yes.
Board Member Kimball?
Yes.
Board Member Larkin is not present. Chairman Sirianni.
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you. Is there any questions, Renee, concerning personal items or the service termination, General Renee? No questions?
My only question, Sean, is, how long, what's the period of time before somebody gets a shut off notice, and then how long does it usually take once they get that notice to have that go into effect?
So the bills are mailed quarterly. Depending on what billing district you're in, the bill is mailed on approximately the 1st and due on the 20th. If payment has not been received, a physical late notice is mailed out approximately a week later, 2 weeks later. Another notice would be mailed out about 20 days after that, advising that if the payment's not made by a date at the end of the month, the service would be terminated. And then our procedure is to physically tag a property at least 48 hours before terminating the service. So the entire process between the due date for a bill and potential service termination is about 60 days.
And so when you say tag a property, does that mean hang something on the door?
Yes,
Or,
yes, we go physically to each property that has service that's going to be terminated and put a physical tag with information about paying the late bill and who to contact.
okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So depending on the size of the bill, most of them probably won't go through even the second cycle, even a minimum.
So we intend to have a criteria for shut off of $300 or more as a delinquent balance. And of course, properties with recent transfers or other special conditions would not be put on that shut off list. Just, you know, we certainly don't want to impair someone's ability to pay the bill.
Okay, thank you. Done.
Yes, thank you. But I guess the takeaway is it would take more than one late minimum bill to have the property be eligible for termination. And another thing that we're not going to do moving forward is the past practice was to publish the names and addresses of buildings that would have service disconnection. We don't intend to do that. It's not required and it's not necessary as an expense to the water board.
Or an embarrassment. You know. Supervisor.
Correct.
Thank you, son. Engineering, Doug Williamson.
Hi, good evening. Just a few updates tonight. We received a draft wastewater treatment plant speedies permit from the DEC back in December. And I'm just letting you know that since that time, we've reviewed the permit and we will be providing them our comments by tomorrow. The 4-week spring town of Niagara flow monitoring period is currently ongoing. Flow removals or the meters are gonna be removed April 7th. And in the near future, we're gonna be looking at renegotiating the contract with them, agreement with them. Other than that, underwater project, we recently met with LaBella Associates. They have several projects that they're designing for us. They're making good progress and we're anticipating the Laughlin Drive, Woodcop Ave and 85th Street water main replacement project to be bid in the near future. And we also had a meeting with CPL recently. They're about 25% complete with their Beach Ave rehabilitation bid drawings. And that's what I've got for now.
Is there any questions? You didn't do anything?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know we go to a lot of outside people. and-
Sure.
And there's a lot of areas that we should.
Yeah.
But are we using internal as much as we can to try to save the water board money?
Yes, we do on certain projects, especially like in LaSalle.
Yeah.
Where, you know, they come up with recommended sewer repairs and then we've gone and taken care of that ourselves. And it's, you know, basically a technical force account with EFC to get reimbursement.
Okay.
Another thing, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to highlight is that we now repair sewer main collapses up to 12 feet deep. Previously, our limit was 10 feet, but with some new shoring that we acquired toward the end of last year, we're now able to repair those that previously would have had to go out to an outside contractor.
Yeah, you know, I know over down in wastewater, on mill rates, we heard some pretty big stuff in the last 2 or 3 weeks. And they have one more to repair the panels. And, it was good that our people did it. It was doing a lot cheaper than anyone else.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Mr. Joyce, information technology.
Good evening, board. Sorry. So I'm happy to report that CISA and Darktrace found no high vulnerabilities during their last scan last month. The IT department, we're currently waiting for the new hardware to come in. It should be in next week for our new hypervisor to go from VMware. So I'm looking forward to installing that. We're also working on renegotiating our Spectrum 36-month contract to a newer technology. There will be more cost saving monthly that Sean and I have been working on. Other than that, as Windows 10 comes end of life in October, I'm rolling out a plan to either upgrade a device or upgrade the software inside of the computer to all the Windows 10 computers at the water board. And it looks like, as far as now, I'm on set to hit that goal. And other than that, there's no significant changes in the IT department.
Is there any questions for Mr. Joyce?
How many computers are you talking about for Windows 10 that need to be upgraded?
We have the majority of our computers here on Windows 10, which is
Okay,
in the remote management council, there's probably a little less than 100 computers.
okay. And how quickly do you think it'll take place?
So there's two ways I could deploy, either replacing the machine
Okay,
or deploying just the operating system using the network. Sometimes with it, but the hardware can't do the requirements that I have to replace it. So I put back what computers have we purchased within the last couple of years that could actually support the operating system. So some people will be getting new devices and other people are just getting the upgrades. So this way it doesn't cost us.
they just
Significant.
love to make money off of people.
What's that?
They just love to make money off of
I
people.
know, but unfortunately, we don't want to have a unsupported operating
Oh,
system.
no, you have to.
Correct, yeah.
No, I understand that. It's just that it just irks me.
Right. No,
Yeah.
I'm sure as we get closer to October, you'll see it all over the news for everyone. individuals. I'm in front of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Joyce. Finance, Michael Smith.
Good evening. The audit is still in process. The auditor started last month. Unfortunately, I was not as ready for them as I guess I should have been. So they actually came back this morning to work on the audit. I'm in much better shape now. We're still waiting on some information from the actuary that the auditors will need for before they can finalize the audit. We did contact the actuary last week, actually, and they said that it would probably take them maybe a week or two before they can complete the report and send it to us. So we're waiting on that. Status, as far as the financial records go at this point in time, I still have a couple of adjustments to book, which I told the auditors for. I was still waiting on some information, which I had hoped Brian Makowitz, my predecessor, could have, told me where to find that information, or I did contact him and he got back to me earlier this morning and said that he would be in touch with me in the next couple of days with regard to that. But the auditors also gave me some information, so which I hope to get tomorrow. So with that information, I think I can book the final adjustments. And like I said, the auditors will be here this week to hopefully, finalize all their audit procedures. At this point in time, I guess our audit is due by the end of the month. I guess it's very iffy right now if we're going to be able to, finalize the audit and send it out to New York State by month end. But I will ask the auditors, tomorrow when they come in, exactly how that, procedures, how that, process works, and, if I need to contact the state and just notify them, and we'll go from there.
Questions for Mr. Smith?
Are we going to be penalized for submitting a late audit?
I did talk to Brian about that a couple of weeks ago, actually. He said that when he had first started, he was, late with the audit for, I guess, the first couple of years that he, when he was in this office. I'm not, like I said, I'm going to contact, I'll ask the auditors tomorrow exactly, what the process is as far as notifying the state and what the ramifications are for submitting the audit late.
John, do you know?
I don't believe there's a monetary penalty associated with it, but it nonetheless fails to comply with the public authorities law that we have it done by the 31st. So there's the possibility that the authorities budget office would put us on their list of delinquent authorities, which is not a positive event.
Tell me, how long do you think it's going to take for the audit to be completed?
I will ask them that tomorrow. Like I said, we're still waiting on the information from the actuary that, hopefully we'll get that in another week or so. So the auditors definitely need that. And then, it's a matter, after the audit is completed, the auditors have to work on the financial statements, which will take some time. I think they could probably have everything done. I'm hoping they have everything done in the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Thank you.
No, I'm all set. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Any questions regarding 2025 operations and maintenance report? We'll proceed to resolutions. Don?
Mr. Chairman, the first resolution is found at page 46 of the packet, resolution number 2025-03001, election of officers and committee chairpersons.
I'd like to make a motion to extend the current appointments for 1 year.
I second that motion.
Roll call?
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin, not present. Chairman Sirianni.
Yes.
Motion passes. The next resolution is found beginning at page 47 of the agenda packet, resolution number 2025-03002, settle Leasiac property damage claim, revised sum.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call?
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin is absent. Chairman Sirianni.
Yeah.
Motion passes.
Before going further, I just want to thank James is the chairman of the water board, so I want to recognize him. And Renee is head of finance committee on the water board, and I want to recognize him.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
go ahead, Sean.
The next resolution is found at page 48 of the agenda packet, resolution number 2025-03003, settle Slipco property damage claim.
Motion to move the resolution.
Roll call.
Second.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin is absent. Chairman Sirianni.
Yes.
Motion passes. The next resolution is found in the agenda packet beginning at page 49, resolution number 2025-03004, seeker review and commitment of funds for lead service line inventory work.
Move it.
Renee, set first,
Second.
Jim second, roll call.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin is absent. Chairman Sirianni.
Yes.
Motion passes. The next resolution is found at page 51 of the agenda packet, resolution number 2025-03005, change order for wastewater treatment project number 5, transformer 5 replacement.
Before we make a motion, I got some questions on the resolution. It seems like you went. It's all about, replacing the costs are associated with replacing the transformer for power center number 5. But wondering if you could explain a little bit better why the current location for the transformer won't work for the transformer that was designed for that space.
So, and I would ask Mr. Williamson to correct me if I'm wrong. The wastewater treatment plant was constructed in the 1970s and they built it around the power center. There is no provision, there's no elevator, there is no floor opening that would allow the transformer to just be placed, to a replacement in kind without a great deal of to-do. That has resulted in a number of efforts to find a solution. The original project, the plans had the transformer going, taking up most of the wastewater treatment plant maintenance shop's pipe fabrication area, which was not acceptable. Another iteration had a custom poured pad outside of the wastewater treatment plant and then cabling run to the transformer with the transformer placed outside. The cost there was significant. The current proposal involves rigging the new transformer down a ventilation duct area and moving it into the location of the existing transformer. So we come to all of this complication and expense essentially because there's no elevator or other access to that level in the wastewater treatment plant.
And if I understand the history though, we went for competitive bid, which was higher than what our engineers estimated.
Yes,
So we went through the IDIQ and then went through 3 more iterations to find out where we wanted to put the transformer. Is there a reason why the engineers or CPL or somebody didn't know this ahead of time based on, we knew what we wanted, size of the transformer? How come that wasn't figured out before in the original design?
I can't speak to all the details, particularly because it was in 2021 and 2022. But my understanding is that this is really a communication failure between water board personnel and the engineering firm doing design, or a lack of adequate review of the design specifications.
Who did this?
Somehow it didn't, the
Who did
loop
the
wasn't closed.
design anyway?
EI team.
And they're no longer on board?
We have no ongoing projects with the EI team at this time.
All right, because I'd be wondering why they designed something that wasn't gonna work.
Well, I suspect that they said, and they put on their plans that we're going to put the transformer here, received no comment or objection from the water boards, and proceeded to design it that way.
Okay,
So this has taken a lot longer to come to the point where we are now, a matter of over 2 years to come up with what appears to be the most cost-effective way to replace this transformer. And I will say, a lot of this period of time was lead time on the transformers. There was, I think, over a year lead time on the transformers. So it was only when they finally arrived that somebody realized, oh, this isn't going to work, what we originally planned to do. The good news is, the transformer is sitting in Ferguson's yard or garage or wherever Ferguson stores it. So we have it. Once it's installed, likely, later this year, we'll have a new transformer, and that element of one of the order on consent projects will be complete.
and so from what it looks like when we went through the IDIQ process, I mean, the engineering team is happy with the number of hours. I mean, I assume you negotiated the number of hours and the labor and the parts.
Yes, and the IDIQ will be on a time and material basis. So
Yeah, I saw
often the pricing that we get for labor and materials is often overstated because they know that we're going to give them a not to exceed figure. So often we end up coming in under the approved figure on projects like this.
All right. Because I'm just sitting here thinking that sometimes the competitive bid process might even be cheaper than an IDIQ if the design was right the first time.
Certainly would have been better if the design was right in the first iteration. And I really can't say where the breakdown was along the way.
Okay, thanks, Sean.
Okay, is there a motion to accept?
Good motion to accept.
Second,
Roll call?
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes,
Board Member Kimball,
yes,
Board Member Larkin has joined us. Board Member Larkin, you're there. Unfortunately, the audio is not coming through. Did you send Board Member Larkin the telephone number to the guy in there? 646-931-3830. Meeting ID 397-4. 738. 738. 0894. Passcode is 5815. I believe Board Member Larkin's dialing in right now. Board Member Larkin says the ID is not working. I will send it again.
Or do you want to proceed and see if we get in?
At the board's discretion.
Yeah.
I see she's still trying to dial in.
Right.
Oh, yeah, definitely, right.
Okay, Board Member Larkin is still having trouble connecting. She asked that the board continue with the meeting.
Okay.
So I'll note the technical difficulties by Board Member Larkin and Chairman Sirian. This is for resolution, the vote on to approve resolution 2025-03005, change order for wastewater treatment plant project number 5, transformer 5 replacement.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. The next resolution is found. Resume. The next resolution is found beginning at page 55 of the agenda packet, resolution number 2025-03006, procurement of replacement submersible pump for wastewater treatment plant sedimentation basin 5.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin is still working to connect. Chairman Siriani.
Yes.
Motion passes. The next resolution is found beginning at page 57 of the agenda packet, resolution number 2025-03007, award bid for 115 kilovolt tie switch repair at wastewater treatment plant switchyard.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Jim?
Second.
Second, Renee? Roll call.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin,
Yes.
Chairman Siriani. Motion passes. The next resolution is found beginning at page 61 of the agenda packet. Resolution number 2025-03008, award of the high voltage service switchgear inspection and emergency work contract.
Is there a motion?
Move it.
Renee, second.
Second.
Jim, is there any discussion or questions on this? Roll call.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin,
Yes.
Chairman Siriani.
Yes.
Motion passes. The next resolution is found beginning at page 66 of the agenda packet, resolution number 2025-03009, repair of wastewater treatment plant rapid mix gearbox.
Is there a motion?
Move it.
Renee,
Second.
Jim, second. Any questions or discussion?
I can't get this to mute.
Roll call, please.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin,
Yes.
Chairman Siriani.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Mr. Costello,
Yes,
I want to, table this next one and have a special meeting next Monday. I believe it's the 31st of, month. Whatever that Monday is.
Next Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, the 31st, and have a special meeting. There's only 4 here.
Is a second needed?
yes,
Oh, second.
just
That-
because the motion to table
Yeah.
requires a second. Okay, shall I call the roll?
Yeah.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes to table.
Board Member Larkin.
No.
Chairman Siriani.
Yes.
Motion passes. The next resolution is found beginning at page 69 of the agenda packet. Resolution number 2025-03011, preventative maintenance on water treatment plant high voltage equipment.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Renee, any questions or discussion on it? Roll call.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin,
Yes.
Chairman Siriani.
Yes.
Motion passes. The next resolution is found beginning at page 73 of the agenda packet. Resolution number 2025-03012, extension of agreement for AECom on-site environmental monitor services.
Move it.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Roll call.
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes.
Board Member Larkin,
yes,
Chairman Siriani.
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you. Is there any unfinished or old business anyone wants to talk about? Any new business or additional items for discussion? No executive session, so adjournment of the meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Move it.
Second.
Renee, Jen? Roll call?
Board Member Cole is absent. Board Member Dean,
Yes.
Board Member Kimball,
Yes to adjourn.
Board Member Larkin,
yes to adjourn.
Chairman Siriani.
Yes, to adjourn.
Motion passes. I'll state for the purpose of the recording, the time is 5:36 PM.
And thanks for coming. That's almost a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, Mike.